Because it was the Accidental Seabirds. Was the first song. And I don't know what we're listening to now. But something tells me it's not the Accidental Seabirds. I'm willing to place a bet on that. So that's why I turned it off. Let's do a quick fade. And take a quick look at what we're actually... Yeah, what the heck? Here's what we're listening to right now. Donut Voices. Now, I did test the SoundCloud to make sure that it would actually play the music, like their album, and it's not. It's playing whoever the heck Donut Voices are, and why are they there? I don't know. But I can tell you it's terrible music. Because it's just literally this. And I don't know why that was considered to be similar to Accidental Seabirds at all, because that's, I mean, yeah, that's accidental, but it's not music. It's just a beat and then some backing behind it, and that's really not what I was going for. So hold on, we have a solution. We're going to change genres here as we wait. Wow, my phone's going off, alarms are happening. No, I mean, that's the thing, right? Oh, did this music actually get better? No. Nope. Nope. Leave this page. I thought the music, like, they changed the music, but it was just me sampling the other song we're going to be listening to here. Anyway. Maybe. So, the game plan is we're going to be flying out to Phoenix. Now you can't hear that because I'm not letting you listen to it. So we're going to be flying out to Phoenix today. We're going to have an issue. We're going to have to do a hold, and we're going to have to come back into SoCal. We're also going to be kind of following the path of another airplane. I did this flight before. The key issue the last time I did it was that I didn't enter the hold properly, and I was going about 300 knots. And so if you guys have ever tried to do a 10 nautical mile hold at 300 knots, you'll find out that your hold becomes a giant donut. And when I entered the hold, I was going faster than 300, and so my hold entry, which was going to be a parallel entry, didn't work out at all, because I started to do the turn, and it just became super wide, and in essence, I shot past the VOR, and then started the turn in the hold, and it just became this giant donut on the PE map, and Keith was like, alright, you're just gonna get delay vectors. I was like, oh, okay. So we're back to try this again, just to see what happens. Once I figure out, I've been changing how my controls are set up, like not the bindings for them, but their general placement, and I thought I had it figured out, and I went to put the joystick on the table, and I ran out of USB cable distance, which is shocking, and slightly surprising. Now let's see if it'll capture the surface. Oh, look at that. It does. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be flying, obviously, the MD80. We're going to be using Help Me Along Because I'm Lost mode, just as a point of reference for you guys and for me. It'll make our approaches a little bit more cohesive and a little bit more impressive to the end user, who's probably going to be sitting over here somewhere. Because right now what we're doing is we're doing something, yes, for us and our enjoyment, but the main purpose of this flight is not really for my learning or knowledge of how to fly a plane or how to navigate. This is more of for my knowledge and for the knowledge and learning of the potentials of PilotEdge for the person who sits right there at that ramp at John Lane. So we're going to be filing a flight plan here. We're going to be pretending like we're headed to Phoenix, but we're going to be diverting. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. We're going to head from SNA all the way over to somewhere else. That's not very aeronautical. It's not an aeronautical map right there. We'll go ahead and take a look at the sectional. Not really what I wanted. We'll go ahead and go up to the jet high. We're probably going to have to take a departure that'll get us to the Seal Beach VOR, I think. Let's actually take a look at departures. It's probably going to have to be the muscle or whatever. We're going to have to use some muscle. Procedures down here. Let's take a look at what we got for departures. Channel 2? I mean, Channel 3. To be honest with you, Channel 4 has better news, but Channel 3 works. Muscle 8, which will terminate at Dagat or thermal. So I think that's probably what we'll do. Is we'll take the Muscle 8, we'll fly that Slant Alpha in our beautiful MD80. Beautiful, beautiful, there we go. Wait a second. So GPB 500 released an update to this today, which includes a building over here, and I haven't downloaded the update. So if John was going to be flying out of here, then I wouldn't have done a stream, but I saw that he went up to Salt Lake, so I figured, you know what, we'll give GPB some press coverage with 5 viewers, and we'll go ahead and stream this. So they should be loading up somewhere over here. In theory, there they are. That's them. That's a scenery airplane. They're not 2 airplanes, they're just 1. It's been very interesting because sometimes they appear as a 172 and other times they appear like this. And I keep forgetting to turn off runway follows terrain contours, but I just like the challenge because now an airport has character to it, and that's something that I've missed in the flat simulator. We have another airplane over here. I believe that's probably Catstrator. No, it's probably not. But that's the last time I saw someone in a plane that was Catstrator. He was doing a flight. Yeah, so that could be Ty, although I don't think he's playing X-Plane. No, I don't even know if he's there. So someone's appearing as an F5 to us, so that's our target aircraft. And this is our airframe. Alright, so we need to get in, file a flight plan, and get out of here. The frames, dude, I'm really happy with this machine. It's relatively expensive, but it does a lot more than just flight sim, which is what's handy. I don't know how long this music is going to play for, because even though we did a scene change, the music is still going. We're an MD88 Slant Golf, I think, and we're headed from KSNA to KPHX. And we're going to go ahead and file Muscle 8 Thermal. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. Go ahead and edit. So now I'm going to show you something that I think Rush might have gone over as well. It was a feature they added to Windows actually first, and then they added it to their other one, to Android and iOS at about the same time. But if you're flying from 2 airports, so in this case we're going SNA to Phoenix, we take a look here at Edit, you'll see this button called SIDS and Stars. Give that one a push, and you'll get to see every single departure out of there. Now there's this curvy one, which is the Sterile 4, which actually might be more fun to do because I think it's RNAV, and that's what the other guys are going to be doing. But granted, the other guys are in a super high performance airplane, and we are in an MD80. So, maybe we won't do that. I don't know. I kind of want to test the FMC, but I kind of don't because I don't want to test the FMC, right? You know, I don't really want to test the airframe. We can go ahead and we'll just add it to the route. We'll do Sterile 4 Thermal. And you can see how easy this gets. This gets us to J169, so we'll go ahead and edit, and we'll add that in here. J number pad 169, and we'll put it before Phoenix, and we'll have you terminate at the Blythe VOR, BLH, insert after, and then that should terminate us there, following all waypoints. Perfect. It's just super impressive what we can do with this. And then we'll go Hubbard, or whatever you want to call it. Nope. Nope. If we just keep clicking here, it'll get us through. You can see we can click next. Oopsies. Next. You get the stylus, apparently. If you click next, it'll give you some of the other approaches out of here. And we probably have 2 Hubbards. Yeah. Hubbard in the cupboard. Which I believe this is actually called Hummingbird, but whatever. Alright. So that's the game plan. We'll go ahead and file this on PilotEdge then. And if there's a problem, I'm sure someone will let us know before we file it. You you guys should be looking at the sim. Look at that. It's like I know how to stream. It's all coming back to me. All these keyboard shortcuts that one needs to stream. Thermal J 169 BLH. God, this alarm keeps going off. We'll just turn you off. Alright, so that should be good. Good in the hood. Blythe, and then we got the hider. One arrival. 13,000 feet is a little low for us. We are headed west. West is best. We aren't RVSM capable. So we'll go 28,000 feet. 350 is a little unoptimistic for this airframe. We'll go 482. I just always like putting in precision decimals even though they aren't really needed. Let me go ahead and grab the metric for what this one is that we're flying. This is profile 4. Alright, so they're over there. Let's go ahead and get into our aeroframe. I just had a CSL load. Who loaded in? Let's see, we have that. So there are a fair amount of planes here. Now this, in all honesty, this would be super cool to convert some of these into CSLs because they're detailed enough that they can be used as kind of basic CSLs with basic animations instead of B-17. Instead of what we have now, which is that is the target aircraft. They have all their lights on, which I think is just a bug. And then we have this plane over here, which might actually not be a CSL. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead and take a look back at our airframe here. Classic MD80 we all know and love. We'll go ahead and kill the music. That's going to take a quick second. And go into studio mode here so you don't see the scene change. Go ahead and delete. Yes. Oh no. Crap. Alright, whatever. I just deleted, not the, I didn't delete like this. Oh man, that's embarrassing. I didn't delete this. I deleted the whole intro bit. Darn. Like all the intro images that I use and everything. Ah, that's unfortunate. Oh well, that's what happens when you try and do things quickly. You make mistakes. Let's go ahead and connect these. We'll go ahead and turn on emergency power. We'll go ahead and starter valves open. APU air on, actually off, because we don't want them to really get all the fuel as soon as the APU starts. Oh, super bummed. Dang it. Like that's a mistake I wanted to avoid doing, and I made the mistake. Alright, emergency lights are armed. We don't want to turn them on. You can see if we have them on, if we go to the electrics, it tells us our gen's not off and our emergency lights aren't armed. And then once we fix the thing that caused the issue, it goes away. But we can go in here and check each of the issues. So if we go ahead and check ice protection, you can see that we need to have our pitot heat on. And then once we fix it, it goes away. Air inlet pressure is low. Yaw damp is off. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of water and dampen our yaw. And that should be good there. Left and right gen is off. Left fuel pressure is off. APU generator is off, of course. Of course it is, because we haven't connected the APU. Bing bong. Interesting thing here is I think because we have the AC cross tie on, if I turn this off, we should see a difference in needle movement there. And then we have no power, and then we have APU gen reset. Interesting. Go ahead and tie that. Oh, if we close it, maybe? These diagrams are confusing. I assume that if we close both of these cross ties and then turn this off, this side shouldn't get any power, but maybe I'm just crazy. Alright. Let's go ahead and tune some frequencies here back to the airport diagram. We'll go ahead and go back. We picked sterile.
You can't be serious. I am serious. Now don't call me Shirley.
What is this? What is this? Rob KBTL. Thank you. And there are emotes attached to this. I don't even know that it gave me emotes. That's new and different. Thank you for the host, Rob. I don't get why it spammed emotes, but that's kind of cool. Alright, so we're going to be flying the Sterile 4. That's really not what I want to be looking at. We'll go ahead and take a look at the airport facility, not the airport facilities diagram. Put the airport diagram. Go ahead and open up OneNote for this flight. Go into a custom section, which we're calling the profile section. Go ahead and add a new page. And this is just going to be for all of our scribbles. And let's go ahead and tune some frequencies here. We need to tune clearance delivery 18 nothing. I'll ask Keith a quick question before we... excuse me? 18 sweet nothing. Alright, now that we're there, that'll go over there, and we should be able to hear things when things start to happen. APU transponder. Go ahead and ask Keith a quick questiones. SNA is a hop in field. Chris is joining in 10 minutes, so that'll be 8. Let's see what we got. Okay, if I'm on I need to learn how to capitalize letters. Let's see, so we have a couple people here. Let's see, they're on ground frequency right now. I don't know if that means they have their clearance or not, but let's find out here. Alright, let's go ahead and see. Ground frequency, we are on the east side, so they'll be on the west side. West side story, which is 32, should be 3225. Just to see what the happenings are, we'll go up on this. If they're on ground, then I don't know if that means they have clearance or not. 32.5, we'll go ahead and clear the master caution. We'll come up here to you. Align, we'll go 1, which should be this guy. Oh, look, a black box. Go ahead and go move that black box out of our way. That's an issue with the scenery, I think. I hope. Oh. Loaded a CSL, I can tell you that. Yeah, that's an issue with the scenery, not with the plane. So disregard the random black box, position in it, delete, clear, and we'll just take this and put it in here. And we'll go ahead, and our reference airport is KSNA. Where have my letters gone? KSNA. Go ahead and put this in here, go to route. Let's see if we got any response. We need to turn this off. A lot of planes, no question. I'd say everyone on the west side, grab your clearance. We are on the east side. East side guys, hold off for now. Alright, so we aren't going to really need to grab clearance at this time, but let's go ahead and plan like we're headed to Phoenix. Then we're going to test the FMC, and when we have to divert because of a failed something or other, that would be interesting. Let me know how the levels are. Let me know if I'm a bit louder, or if it's a bit louder, or if something's slightly up with the levels. Go ahead and toss me a thang. Up
7640 Tango, John ground, verify clearance frequency 118.0.
I have Sierra Tango. That's
affirmative, I'll show you on frequency 40 Tango.
Oh dear. Okay, so let's head over to clearance.
0.25, 3225.
Alright, good news, west side ground at southwest 1554.
That's great.
West side story.
Shipwing clearance, Challenger 14, Papa, good morning, IFR to Phoenix.
We're all getting IFR to Phoenix.
Challenger 3141 Papa.
On the east
Challenger
side.
clearance, cleared to Phoenix Airport, Stroud 4 departure, thermal transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain 7000. Squawk at 3535.
We should grab the ATIS at some point.
Challenger 3141 Papa, cleared to the Phoenix Airport, Stroud 4 departure, thermal transition, then as
so many
filed. Climb
views.
by the SID to 7000 and squawk 3535.
We're just going to be running the APU for a little bit.
3141 Papa, read back is correct. When ready taxi, contact Jolly Ground 132.25. Good day.
3225 for taxi form, Papa, good day, sir.
weight and fuel. Let's go ahead and slap in a little bit more fuel.
We're in clearance delivery, Eclipse 313 November with Oscar, bar to San Luis.
26 nothing.
November 313 November, John Wayne clearance, good morning. Cleared to the San Luis Obispo Airport, Channel 3 departure.
Orange County, John Wayne Information Sierra. 2100 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility 10. Sky conditions 800 broken, 2800 broken, temperature 14, dew point 14.
Dew point
Altimeter
14. Oh no.
Arriving and departing
All right.
runways 20 right,
20 right, 20 left.
Advise on
Okay.
initial.
Oh shoot.
Marcus Trim.
Orange County,
Sierra.
John Wayne in.
Those altitudes, departure 128.1 and squawk 3560.
November 313 November, maintain 5,000, expect 12,000, 5 minutes after departure, rest readback is correct, and contact ground 132.25.
Alright, so it looks like they're handing out the sterile candy, so we're all going to be on sterile. So many views. So many. Let's go ahead and activate pref init. We'll go ahead and do all this stuff. Cost index, we're going to be using 115 until we get up above transition altitude, which confusingly that's for the airspeed, not your baro setting. Cruise altitude, I believe I said we're headed up to 28 nothing, which is going to be there. Cruise winds, that's fine. Temperature deviation, I don't care.
John Wayne clearance right now, Bear 664 Sierra Tango, trying to retrieve the IFR clearance on this figures confirm, is correct?
OAT plus 15.
November 664 Sierra Tango Line clearance, good morning, affirmative. I do have your clearance
Which I think
available.
is
Report,
minus-
advisory copy.
Isn't 15 standard?
Number
Because this
664
is
Sierra is cleared to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, Strow 4 departure, thermal transition, J169.
No need to do a flex temp,
To
we'll
the
just take
Blythe
these.
VOR, that's Bravo Lima Hotel. Join the Hydra 1 arrival. Hydra, the Hotel
Sterile.
Yankee Delta Romeo
20
Romeo.
right. Route.
Climb via the Strow 4 departure,
Delete.
accept to maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 330, 5 minutes after departure.
Execute.
Departure frequency
Next.
128.1, squawk
We're terminating thermal, and then this is
3505.
when we have Juliet 169, or
November
J.
64 Sierra Tango cleared to Phoenix, service Sierra 4, thermal transition, Juliet 169,
Maybe it's
and
196?
Bravo Lima Hotel VOR,
Probably 196.
expecting Hydra 1 arrival.
169.
Try to maintain 7,000 feet initially, expect 5 minutes later, flight level 330. Departure
screwing up.
frequency 128.1.
Let's go ahead and go
And squawk
Blythe
3525.
DL8.
Stream 4 Sierra Tango, read is correct. Ready taxi, contact John Wayne ground 132.25.
Questions I don't
Good
have the
flight.
answers to. Well, obviously we're on the
Sir,
northwest side of the United
taxi.
States, or of the world, so let's go ahead and do that. I will go ahead and go direct.
American
Isn't really
754
accurate.
clearance is available.
J169. No, doesn't exist. Okay. Thanks, X-Plane. Thanks. Arrival. Hyder 1, Blythe. Doesn't matter.
Citation 799 Mike Golf, John Wayne clearance is available.
Route.
69 Mike, go ahead, sir.
And we'll keep the route
Number
discontinuity, actually.
699 Golf, John Wayne clearance,
Go
clear
ahead
to the
and
Phoenix
delete
Sky
it.
Harbor Airport, Strow 4 departure, thermal transition, and then as filed, climb via the SID, accept maintain 7,000. And squawk 3514.
Let's go ahead and hide this.
We're clear to Phoenix, 444 thermal transition. We'll climb via the SID, accept
that's enough.
7,000, squawking 3514, 699
Alright,
Mike.
let's go ahead and just step through all of this stuff here.
November
That's
9 Mike
what I
Golf,
was
feedback
afraid
is
of.
correct. Contact John Wayne ground 132.25 and ready to taxi at flight.
9 Mike Golf, we'll go thing.
Where are we? We'll figure that. I mean, it really doesn't matter because we aren't even going to get this far, but for the sake of clarity, we'll leave it.
Southwest 501, Cali clearance is available. Alright, let's try November 738 Kilo Golf, John Wayne clearance is available if you're ready.
You guys should be able to hear pilot.
Golf is ready to copy.
November 7th,
Oh, did my chat just disappear? Dang it, my chat was clear. So anything after Rob said something is pretty much all gone. So if you guys asked a question, feel free to re-ask it. We're going to be in the MD80 just flying about PilotEdge.
Right, 8 Kilo Golf 32 Phoenix, is scheduled for departure, thermal transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, 7 on departure, 3525 is squawk, go 8 Kilo Golf.
We could actually add
November
some
738 Eagle Golf,
TCAS
freeze back is correct. Contact ground 132.25.
So if we do this, we'll get TCAS airplane.
3235 8 Kilo Golf.
Whichever one likes. Who doesn't like TCAS? So if we go ahead and do TCAS, we can change our range.
Southwest 50 Johnny clearance.
And the good news is we're in American, not Southwest.
Johnny clearance, Southwest 501, go ahead.
Oh, he's Canadian.
Southwest 501 main clearance, cleared to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, Strel 4 departure, thermal transition, and as filed. Climb via the SID, accept, maintain 7,000. Squawk 3562.
Southwest 501 cleared to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport via Strel 4 thermal, then as filed. Climb via 6, maintain 5,000, squawk 3562, and ready to go here in a few minutes.
Southwest 501 reback is correct, and contact ground 132.25 when ready.
We should be 78.
We'll go Southwest
54. That's our call sign.
An American 7854, Johnny clearance, you with me?
We're with you for American 58. Correction, 7854.
American 7854, roger. Cleared to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport, Strel 4 departure, thermal transition, and as filed. Climb via the SID, accept, maintain 7,000. Squawk 3522.
Alright, so that's cleared to Phoenix, Strel 4, thermal then as filed, via SID up to 7 and 3522 for American 7854.
American 7854, correct. Contact ground 132.25, ready taxi, have a great flight.
3235. Alright, so he told us what frequency to tune to, and there's a reason to that, so 3225. 3225 is the freak he gave us. Let's go ahead and tune this transponder. We'll go up to 3, maybe. Over to 5. Over to 2, and then over to 2. Up 1, 2. Over, up 1, 2. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got in here. 3225. The reason for that is because the aircraft that we're flying with is going to be using that frequency, so it's a little amendment. We can just simulate that John Wayne Ground East frequency is under maintenance. That's what we're going to be simulating here. So that's all set up, ready to go. Hopefully it won't screw up, or we won't screw up. Let's go ahead and start up the burners. Turn these to both. One key thing for the airplane is fuel. Rumor has it. We can turn off emergency power. There's no real need to be bleeding that off. Excuse me? That's on, that's on. Oh. No air conditioning for the passengers. The good news is it's 16 degrees Fahrenheit, so they should have been fine, he says, awkwardly. And we're a little slow on the spool. So for those of you guys who missed it, I did take a little clearance. Because they didn't give us any flight plans or amendments to altitude, dang it. Or amendments to altitudes. Capture the surface, please. I guess not. And now it's not going to capture it at all. Okay. Well, I did write down a clearance. It's fine. Didn't capture it.
Good morning. It's Southwest 501. The number's ready to taxi. We'll need to push on Alpha.
Southwest 501, Johnny Brown, push to Alpha, Alpha pre, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha, and hold short runway 20 left, contact tower home 0 left side.
We forgot to do one thing.
Hold short 20 left, and clear to push on Alpha, Southwest 501.
And Southwest 501, the runway is runway 20 right.
Roger, hold short 20 left or 20 right, Southwest 501.
What we forgot is flaps. Somewhere we forgot to set flaps. Where do we set flaps? I guess we'll set it down here. Just deal with it. Because there was a way to get your weight offset, which standardly in the loadout is about 9. So let's go ahead and trim that to 9. And we'll go ahead and ask our pilot to start engine 2 as we play with the trim. I'll go to 11. We'll also move
Gemini
this
Tower,
to 11.
citation 699, Mike Golf on the north ramp, ready to
Alright,
taxi
talk to
with
ground.
us.
Citation 699.
Sup, Q?
John Wayne ground number 20 right. Taxi via Bravo.
Alright, so that's the WestJet pushing back.
699, Mike Golf.
That's the guy who's clearance. This guy's going to push without getting clearance. Confusing. And we're just going to wait here until they figure out what they're doing. We're going to have to wait for them to pass by anyway. So let's just call them. We'll say we're ready for taxi. We'll have to push on Alpha here. Parking brake is now set. That would have been valuable beforehand. We'll just go ahead and do a power check.
Brake.
Brakes.
Butt lap. Boilers.
Okay.
Stabilizer.
Stabilizer. Alright, we should just get a brake call.
Brake. Butt lap.
Let's go ahead and set it before 11. I can't remember where you have to set this to make this thing, to make it happy.
Brake. Butt lap.
No, that's clearly not it.
Brake. Butt lap.
Huh? Oh no. Alright. Up to 7 was our hard limit, so we'll just go ahead and set that while we let them figure out what the happenings are behind us. Speed for the climb.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. Oh wow, that is remarkably hard to read. Thanks for the host loss, Kiwi. I'll have to change that to some like neon colored font. Sit rep target is still on clearance frequency. Alright, so we're all set to go. We're burning jet fuel like there's no tomorrow, so let's play with our configuration warning.
Left or right turn on Bravo.
Brake.
Brakes.
Butt lap.
That's gonna annoy the crap out of me.
November 200, ground library approved. Taxi parking via Bravo. Use caution citation coming up via Echo.
It's not gonna like this, but that's fine.
Brake.
Just a proof of concept. Really? Then we didn't get the flaps call out.
Citation 9 Mike Golf, take it to being Golf, taxi in the parking, should there be no factor.
Brake.
Brakes.
9 Mike Golf, aren't you?
Stabilizer.
Oh, okay. Doesn't care about flaps.
Brake.
Alright. That's what we wanted to hear, was just a brakes warning. So what that did was by advancing the power, if you hit that,
Brake.
if you go above pretty much this line here, where there'd be a, what I would assume would be a gust lock, but isn't, then you get a warning. I don't even know what this does. I don't want to touch it. Clearly it's a rudder hydraulic continuator. Powered or manual. So I guess that's one of the switches they flipped in the movie Flight. And then there were also, over here, there was an override switch. Oxygen mask. So those are the things that they had to override there to get rid of the power steering for those controls so they could fly inverted. Like they did in the movies. Like they did in the movies. We'll go ahead and get some lights configured. Go ahead and put that on. Oh, we just hit a CSL load. Let's see what we got. It's probably an A320. Yep. That's what I'm willing to place a wager on. Let's see. Got this guy. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, that's awkward. We got this guy here. Another sim load.
Warning, South 1554, request push start on to Alpha.
That's this guy. Ooh, my sim is having fun loading CSLs today. Let's see if we got anyone else. Anyone doing GA ops today? Anyone doing
Southwest
GA?
1554, John Wayne ground, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha. Lima, hold short, runway 20 left. Contact tower, holding short to left side.
Alright, we can take that. We were just asking for the push and start on to Alpha for 1554.
Southwest 1554, push and start south on Alpha approved. I did not block Juliet or Hotel, advisor to
I wonder if this can be like converted into a giant thermometer.
Alright, we
What do
cancel
we do
taxi,
here?
push start on to Alpha.
Aircraft
don't block,
parking only.
Juliet or Hilo.
Who parks here?
And, or hotel. And
oh,
we'll call them ready. Thanks.
emergencies.
1554.
So if you have an emergency, you can break off here. It's like the runaway ramp. That's kind of cool. I will give them that. That is a cool feature. It looks like a giant thermometer, but it's really an oh dear taxiway. So there's our target aircraft. You can see that they're running some sort of runway follows terrain contours. Or no, that's not them. That's them.
Downward ground range rate of 0. We're across 2020 left.
You
Plus
in
taxi to the executive hangars.
You in That's the plane we're looking for.
Yeah,
Issue is they don't have different call signs, so it's going to be a crapshoot as to which one's our real target aircraft. There's also one here, and this could be them. Actually, this is them. It's a weird CSL problem that I'm having where they're showing up as a 172 with major landing gear issues. That's them. I don't know who that is, but that's the target aircraft. Right there. If in doubt, call for takeoff. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at what I wrote. So here is what I wrote. So I wrote our aircraft call sign, what we're cleared to do, which is sterile forward and thermal as filed via SID, and that's what this S is for. So this is the name of the SID we're flying, or just the initial, right? So if I know we're flying the Muscle 7, I might go like that, Muscle 7, but in this case, just I knew it was sterile 4, so I did S for thermal, then the F refers to as filed. This is climb via SID. This is the altitude we are restricted to, 7, and then the comma to know it's 1,000. For example, if he says 7,000, expect flight level 230 in 10. That's what happens, and you can see that that resembles a 10 with a circle. 230 in 5, that's 5. And so I just circle the time and write out the flight level or the altitude with a comma. Squawk code here. He didn't give us a departure freak, but that's actually on the chart. It's kind of like craft. It is in essence craft, but I don't know. It works for me, and that's the important bit. So then we'll have John Wayne Talhair. Since we're taking off 20 right, it's probably going to be 26.8. So let's head back to the sim and set that. I'm super annoyed I deleted the the opening image. So I have to go back and reset all of those, which is kind of a bummer. 28, what was it, 28, 26.8. So this is going to be kind of a different style of streaming, because I'm not doing this of my own time. We're waiting for someone else who's running through their own flows and Shekel lists. Now I know everyone gets super excited when they see a fuse panel, and you should. It's a very well-modeled fuse panel, or breaker panel. I've noticed I've started saying this. These are actually breakers, not fuses. I think there's only one plane that I know that has fuses in it, and I think that's a Vans aircraft, if I recall. Anyway, we can actually walk about the cabin here while we wait. We can pick up some snacks if we wanted to. There's a door here which we can't open. We can open this door. There are also stairs to it. We can't open any of the lavatories. No, we can't. Are they even modeled? No. That's fine. You shouldn't be walking in there anyway. It's a pretty cool cabin. I mean, the number of times I've spent back here this is probably the 4th time I've just walked up and down these aisles.
And ground, Southwest 1554, back with you here, ready to taxi, information X-ray.
I remember one time I flew in an MD80 when I was tall. I would whack my shoulder almost every time off on those.
Alright, 20 right, Alpha Lima, hold short on left side, call the tower, Southwest 1554.
Oh, the engine sounds. I mean, that's just one of the best parts about this plane. The modeling, the system's depth is enough that you can fly it, and then the sounds are just incredible. Since we don't like our passengers, let's go ahead and close that door. Go ahead and come back here. What happened? Am I not streaming? What's going on? And hello, how are you doing, Nalio? Long time no see. Those are some sweet circuit breakers, aren't they? It's incredible. We've been streaming at 0 dropped frames, which means there's something wrong with my settings, and I have to change it here. What happened? There are 5 crews total, 2 US, 3 US, 2 European. Interesting. It is interesting when you compare what's going on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the departure here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the departure. We know how we're going to taxi. We got some time to wait. They're going over flows and procedures. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the... Oh, my eye's about to, like, burn. My eye is burning now. Okay. Ouch. This chart is sideways. Let's rotate. V1 rotate. Alright, that's better. Silly FAA. This up here is something that flight... Whoever these people... Oh, that screwed up everything. Okay, so they rotate the window. That's ridiculous. Okay, so in essence we'll have to view the chart like this, just because it rotates the window to vertical, and not the chart. I don't know what I've got in my eye, but it's like I put hot sauce in there. It's ridiculous. Okay. So this is something that Flight Plan Go stamps on all of their charts, which is the currency dates. Obviously you can find it here, but finding it in big red font up at the top is super duper handy, so you can tell it's February 2nd to March 2nd of the year 2017. We have the Strel 4 departure. It's RNAV only. Some SL377 FAA documentation. Flight Plan Go slapped their logo up there. We have the John Wayne Airport, Orange County, SNA, in Santa Ana, California. Departure route description. So we're taking off from runway 20 right. That's the only runway we can take off from. We're going to climb via a heading of 196. So let's go ahead and set that in here for a little bit. So that way we remember to do this. 196. 196. And back we go to the chart. Alright, so now that we're sitting here, runway intercept 196 from a course to intercept course 175 to Teoig. Interesting. That's something that you don't hear every day. To Teoig, then depicted route to Piggin, and thence. So the interesting part here is I don't know how we're going to do that. I mean, yes, I understand how we would do that. I think what we'll have to do is go into arc mode and then set something here for the course, and our course will deviate like a regular VO.
John Wayne, good morning. Gulfstream November 664 Sierra Tango. It's an April between Golf and Hotel, ready for taxi, and please confirm the altimeter set and wind condition.
175.
November 664 Sierra, say the last part of your request again, John Wayne, ground, good morning. November 4 Sierra Tango, John Wayne, ground, good morning, say again.
Yes, good morning, sorry sir. It's November 664 Sierra Tango is on apron between Golf and Hotel. It's ready for taxiing, requesting runway 20 right if available. And just please confirm altimeter on setting engine wind and wind condition.
November 4 Sierra Tango, altimeter 2993, runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo, Lima, and squawk is 3505.
2993, via taxi via Lima, Bravo 20 right and 3505 in box.
Alright, and then we're pretty much just following the procedure, which is tonic to Stirl. Stirl, we have to be between 5,000 and 1,400 feet.
Bravo, then Lima to
Tangle.
Right,
we go to Tangle, and then from Tangle, we're headed to Sure, we have to make sure that we are above 7,000 feet. Then we have Dana, which is ironic because there's another Dana. I don't know if they know there are two Danas in SoCal for the arrival into Ontario. And then we get to Piggy. Piggin. Once we get to Piggin, we're taking the thermal transition. That's just direct thermal. Alright, let's go ahead and figure out how we're getting out of here.
Runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo, Lima, past behind Gulfstream. He's coming
Alright, of course you can still watch. It really doesn't matter what you fly with. I'm more of trolling SciTech than I am giving them respect for the things that they've created.
Quest push back on the Alpha.
Trim down.
Falcon 1099, push tail north on Alpha, please.
There you go.
Tail north on Alpha, Falcon 1099.
Alright, let's go ahead and call for push here. John 1 ground for American 7854. Ram's telling us we're going to have to get permission to push back on Alpha.
American 7854, John 1 ground, good morning. Push tail south on Alpha, proving up block Kilo.
Tail south on Alpha, we'll tell them not to block Kilo, American 7854.
November 313 November, go ahead and start now. Runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo, Lima, be number 1.
We're doing a pushback our way. Oh, did I just trigger flaps? I did.
Off your right side, follow him.
Let's go ahead and ask our passengers to tell us when to start turning.
Ground right trips off your right side of Beam Golf now, follow him.
Don't block Kilo.
Sorry, second for
Gulfstream.
Oh, we forgot something.
An Eclipse jet in front of you now, follow him whenever you're ready.
Hydro pumps.
That's
That's why we can't turn the nose wheel.
John Wayne Ground, Challenger from 41 Papa at Martin, aviation information, Whiskey for taxi.
November 311 Papa, John Wayne Ground, traffic is Gulfstream off your right side, not the Eclipse in front of you, the Gulfstream off your right side, follow him. Runway 20 right, taxi via Bravo, Lima.
Bravo Lima for 2 right, and we'll follow the number 2 to pass as 4 Papa.
Oh, this is more challenging than I thought.
Ground Boeing 7 Kilo Golf, ready to back and start. We are the terminal.
Oh, look at that wing bounce. Oh, that's so cool.
John Wayne Ground, runway 20 left, taxi.
We screwed it.
Alpha.
I forgot that I had a nose tiller.
Short of, actually,
what?
73 Kilo Golf. Just taxi up to and hold short of Alpha for now. Have traffic pushing up.
Okay, taxi up to and hold short of 8 Kilo Golf.
Alright, that was a mess. Let's not do that again. Oh look, there's the 727 CSL. Hello. John Wayne ground, American 7854, holding short Alpha Lima.
American 784, John Wayne ground, number 20 right, taxi via Alpha. Lima, hold short, number 20 left, cut a tower, holding short.
Alright, that is, turn on to Lima and then holding short will contact tower for American 5824. Correction, 7854.
November 73 Kilo Golf, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha. Lima, hold short.
Get a taxi light on to make it feel authentic. I keep forgetting these guys.
Okay, 20 right, Alpha Lima, hold short of Kilo, will advise Kilo.
Wow, this thing can't turn at all. Whew. Let's go ahead and start a turn. It's embarrassing. Alright, and tower frequency is not depicted on the chart. Oh, it is. That's fantastic. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn off our taxi light. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. Taxi light, tower. Of course, is not on here. But we should already have it tuned, actually. Which is 28.68.
Alright, let's look through that.
Tell us 1554, don't feel bad, that guy I'm sending before he's going out through a different gate, so it helps us out to put the sequence in.
Yeah, so there's the 727 CSL. You can see they're putting out flaps, strobe lights, all the lights are there. They all move. It's pretty nice.
The Eclipse 1 tree, November 20 right, clip take off.
Left takeoff 20 right, 1 remember.
And spoilers are on.
Contact departure.
And hello, Stealth Bomber. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. It's definitely pretty neato. Article on Thrustmaster have started putting the SciTech products back into production. You mean Logitech? Since Logitech bought them, I'm assuming you're talking Logitech here.
runway 20 right, line up away.
SoCal.
Line away, 20 right, Southwest 1554.
give him a call here in a second. 28-1. Holding short 20 right. Right? 20 left. Pull up airport diagram. Look at that, how handy. We can cheat. 20 left at Lima. That makes sense. Go ahead and take a look at this.
Clips 1 November, good flight. Contact SoCal departure.
That's where everyone's sitting. Look at that tower. The radar dish spinning. And John Wayne Tower, American 7854, holding short 20 left.
American 7854, John Wayne Tower, roger. Can you fit between 20 left and 20 right?
We have hope we can for American 7854.
American
We should do.
7854, cross runway 20 left, hold short runway 20 right.
We're crossing 20 left, holding short 20 right, and yeah, we should be able to fit.
Southwest 1554, runway 20 right, cliff takeoff.
We didn't like our lighthearted
Clear to
joke.
go 20 right, Southwest 1554. Thank you, sir.
I mean, if a Boeing can do it. I keep forgetting the silly taxi light.
John Wayne Tower, Challenger 3141 Papa on Lima behind the Gulf Stream in sequence 20 right.
Challenger 3141 Papa, John Wayne Tower, roger.
There's the tower view. Did we clear it? I don't think we did. We can do it.
Gulfstream 664, Sierra Go, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, line up and wait.
John Wayne Tower, Boeing 70 Golf, holding short from your 20 left at Lima.
Boeing 7 Trade, Kilo Golf Tower, roger. Gulfstream 664, Sierra Go, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, line up and wait.
That's them right there. Sadly, we have a difference in
Tower
scenery.
1554, back to SoCal departure.
Departure, Southwest 1554. Have a great day. See you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking
Gulfstream
forward.
4, how do you hear John Wayne Tower? I see you complying, but I haven't heard you respond.
What the? Music. Interesting. So, we're going to be taking off here, flying this heading,
Gulfstream 664,
195.
Sierra Go, how do you hear John Wayne Tower?
That could be a problem. 195 until we get to the right altitude.
This is Gulfstream 664 Sierra Tango. How do you hear me now? 20
Gulfstream 4, Sierra Tango Loud, thanks. Were you trying to respond earlier?
Who is this? Who is in the 7-2? Is it
Yes,
Chevy?
go for it.
Is it Chevy?
Okay. Tower 1554, make SoCal departure if you haven't already.
Alright, we're
Gulfstream
sitting
4,
here ready.
Sierra Go, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear to go from 0 right, Gulfstream 64 Sierra Tango.
American 7854, runway go right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 5874. Go into the right cockpit view, please. That's not right. Can't see where we're going. And let's see what we got. This bad boy on. Ask our co-pilot to actually do something. Go ahead and plop those bad boys out. So that way we make
Kilo, cross runway 20 left, hold short runway 20 right.
a lot of lights.
Cross runway 20 left and hold short 20 right, 8 Kilo Golf.
He's running like an audio thing for the high-pitched frequency that we
Challenger 4 and Papa, runway go right, line up and wait.
And now we're sitting here. Let's go ahead and tune
Departure.
departure.
Tango, headlights, contact SoCal departure.
28-1. 28-1. We're good to go.
281, switch launcher, Golf 64 Sierra Tango.
American 7884, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, American 7854.
Challenger 4 and Papa, that was a mistake. I didn't realise I hadn't rolled the other guy. Caution jet blast from the departing MD80.
Well, Papa, yeah, thanks. They were. We can only see their tail, if you know what I mean. So that was confusing.
Oh dear. Alright, so takeoff power set. Airspeed should be coming alive. If not, we're going to have a very long roll, and we're potentially going to become a very fast-moving floaty.
John Wayne Tower, .com 299, zone short 20 left in sequence.
Alright, there's 120. We're going to be pulling at about 140, or just when the nose kind of naturally goes. I need to find a way to check those V-speeds, because that's kind of ridiculous for a V1 and VR. Alright, with positive rate, we'll slap the gear on up, and we'll increase the pull. Be maintaining that heading. And the gear coming up, we can
American
go
7854.
here to takeoff?
Contact SoCal departure.
SoCal departure, American 5874. Correction, 7854.
Challenger 4 on Papa Runway 20 right, Cliff.
Gulfstream 664 Sierra Eagle, SoCal departure, good morning, radar contact. Climb and maintain 13, 13,000.
Go ahead and slap all this stuff on.
Climb maintain 13,000, Gulfstream 4 Shebang.
You see that? You see how this was coming into that heading? That's how I knew to put us into to VNAV mode, and then it'll just maintain that as we head over. It wasn't perfect, but it kind of did the job. Next time I fly this, I'll show you how to do that better and kind of explain it a bit more than what I just did. Because right now we're flying direct to it.
And Gulfstream 6-4 Sierra Tango on TCAS rate. Descending.
November 4 Sierra Tango, roger, when able, climb and maintain 13,000.
Stand by.
Weird, we didn't get a TCAS hit. And SoCal, American 7854, 2,300, climb via the SID.
American 7854, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 9,000.
To 9,000, American 7854.
And Gulfstream 4 Sierra Tango is resuming climb 13,000.
Number 4 Sierra Tango, right, thanks.
13,000. What? The differential power? Okay. Alright, so...
departure, good morning, Jeffrey 141, Papa 2,600, climbing to 7 by the
So we just passed through sterile. We were between 1,400 and 5,000.
Contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
Now we have to get above 7,000. This climb rate is stupendous. Holy mackerel. Go ahead and put the flaps up if we haven't already. The good news is we already have. Wowzers. And now we're on top of the clouds. So I think that TCAS call was from us, because we were going out.
American 7854, exceed 250 knots, climb and maintain 13,000.
Alright, we'll keep it below 250 and up to 1313, American 7854.
Gulfstream 4 Sierra Tango, Los Angeles Center 125.27. Good day. November 66 Sierra Tango, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Let me make sure there aren't any other restrictions. There aren't. So we're going into altitude mode up to 13. And we're doing an IAS climb at 245, so we don't go over that 250 restriction.
So Cal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
Maintain 13,000.
No, there are no speeds on the FMC. I mean, we can go ahead.
141, do not exceed 250 knots.
We can go ahead and take a look. Pref page, you mean for takeoff? Those takeoff V speeds are remarkably high. I just picked what the computer computed. The computer computed something that was remarkably high, because if we hit V1, which is, you know, your point of going, like the latest time you could call it, we would have been in the drink if we had to stop it. There are no speeds. I didn't even add a cruise speed, no cruise winds. Once we get above 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and turn off the landing lights to make everyone happy.
Golf crossing 10,000, do not exceed 250 knots.
Once we get above transition, we're going to change a different cost index. This transition altitude is just for speed. It lets us know when it can go above 250. We've overridden it here with a manual speed select and also with a speed-based climb. So it's going to go whatever power setting it decides for this. And now we're going to start a turn again. At some point I might lower the turn rate, but this is kind of a tight series of turns.
American 7854, resume normal speed. Contact Los Angeles Center 125.27. See ya.
2527 normal speeds, American. One more time on that frequency.
American 7854, 125.27. 2527.
It's like we read it back and it didn't compute. 2527 for American 7854 normal speeds. See you.
Gulfstream 4 Sierra Tango, Hotel Los Angeles Center 133.55.
It's not going to be able to maintain that.
3355 Los Angeles Center, Gulfstream 4 Sierra Tango.
Good afternoon, LA, American 7854. Climbing 10,000 up to 13.
American 7854, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain level 230.
Flight level 230, American 7854. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and have you follow the nav track and 23.
Los Angeles Center Challenger 3141 Papa.
So what was the problem here? I never set an altitude on our legs page. So here it says 0.75. I'd rather go 0.82 if I could. So let's go ahead and set that there. Execute. Go ahead and head back to the init page, back to the index.
American 7854, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain level 230.
Preference page. Go ahead and set a higher cost index. This can go up to 999, so we'll go 854 for today's flight, which just means
American
we're going to burn
7854, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain level 230.
up to 230. Sorry, sir. Thought I got that back. American 7854. Oh yeah, the issue is I didn't have it open with tracks on, but I'm sure it's just absolutely stupendous to see all the planes there.
Los Angeles Center Challenger 3141 Papa level 13,000, not above 250 knots.
Oh, that's just... I'm sure it's gorgeous. We're through transition. No one called me on it, so I'll call myself on it. Those can come off once we get above, or we're above 10,000 feet. Those will come off. We're cleared above the flight level. We're cleared into the flight level, so I'll go ahead and set the Barra to 29902 now. Once we get above 18, hopefully I'll remember to turn off our wing lights. The reason for wing lights is if it were to suddenly become dark outside, then you have visibility of the wings and you increase the size of the airframe, right? So now you can see the airframe better because they're wing lights. That's kind of the point behind it from what I understand. I mean, this plane is just one of the prettiest planes I've seen in X-Plane. It's just beautiful modeling. They did a great job on the texturing. That was me taking a screenshot. It's just a gorgeous plane. Why are you guys looking? Oh, you guys are looking at it. I was like, why are you guys seeing a black screen? It was because I was giving you that.
7854, attack Los Angeles Center 133.55. We'll see it.
3355. You have a great one, American 7854. 3355.
Los Angeles Center, Boeing 73 Kilo Golf, passing through 12.5 for 13,000.
And I wonder if it's still going to be the same controller for high center. I doubt it. There's transition, wing lights coming off.
Southwest 501, Mach number.
Southwest 501.73.
Southwest 501, main 0.70 for spacing.
Mach 0.90 on the speed, Southwest 501.
Southwest 15, the board, same Mach number.
Oh, he's doing some things. So that's why we don't just initially call. You gotta wait for a second.
Cruise is to be 0.74.
Let's see if we have a TCAS target.
Mach 0.69, climbing level 330.
TCAS.
Alright, we're staying 69 and up to 30, Southwest 1554.
Good evening, Los Angeles Center, American 7854, flight level 200 up to 230. Good evening? It's not even evening, it's bright outside. Whatever.
American 7854 Center, climb maintain level 270.
To 270, American 7854. Alright, now we keep going.
November 4th, Sierra 10, cancel, offset, proceed direct flight, resume navigation.
Let's go ahead and take a look here.
November 6th, Sierra, resume navigation, thanks.
PilotEdge map. Oh look, I'm on the homepage. Fancy that. Alright. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's just gorgeous. Oh man. I wish I had tracks on for that. At this point, we're just letting the plane do its own thing. We'll probably increase our... As we go up in altitude, our Mach number will increase. We're keeping the climb at about 300 here. Those are the beautiful mountain range by Palm Springs. If I go ahead and put on airports and we head over to the map view, you'll see right here's Banning. And if we take a look, right there's Palm Springs. Stay on target. Thank you very much, Disgraced Pilot, for the host. Greatly appreciate it.
314 on top of maintain level 2. Maintain level 350.
350 on Papa.
Yeah. In theory, we're RVSM capable. The thing that makes us RVSM capable is this guy, and that guy. There's requirements about your altimeter and I think your speed tape. I think you need to have 2 independent systems for altitude, and I think it's one one extra independent system for speed, and then you can fly above flight level 280. Let's go ahead and check our OAT. OAT is negative 32, and scenery error. Oh no. Oh no. I need to figure this out. Like, I haven't flown this route, so I don't know where the scenery error would be, but I think I... Oh, where is it?
738 Kilo Golf, and I climb maintain level 390.
Oh, there we go. Look, you can see her being blown by the
Climb
wind.
maintain flight level 290 Kilo Golf.
8 Kilo Golf, 390.
390? Holy moly.
390 8 Kilo Golf.
Affirmative, that's correct.
File 330 is our top. Not sure. I'll check if we can climb up to 390.
8 Kilo Golf, climb level 330.
Climb maintain 330 8 Kilo Golf.
What are these? Oh, they're rotation. What are they? Are they locks?
17523.
Is that a lock for the window? Because I don't get how you can't pivot the window with that there.
November 313 November, the Senate Palace Christian maintain for the whole
It's just such a beautiful plane. Man, but by far one of my favorite airframes. We can't, yeah, because of direction of flight it would be 270. Delete. Clear it. 27.
313 November, disregard all that, just maintain for level 240.
Now you see when I made a change here to our cruise, that went, this thing went all dotty on us. So I'll show you again.
501 Lock number.
270.
Southwest 501 1.7.
See?
Southwest 501, can you go to that or no?
Yeah, I'll be to the 0.74.
Southwest 501, maintain 0.74 for spacing.
Yeah, speed up to 0.4, Southwest 501.
Alright, so we can maintain 0.8, that should get us to about 0.82, which is what I set for our cruise Mach. We should be fine there. What is he talking about? Alright, let's see what the happenings are in chat. I just keep disregarding chat. That's kind of a big time bummer. Stealth Bob, what do we got? The Airplane 12 Conga line. Oh, you have tracks on. Isn't that cool to see we're all flying the same procedure?
313 to contact 135.5.
35 for Los Angeles Center, 131.
Alright, set that since we heard it. One of the interesting things, which I'll have to redo this approach in this airplane, maybe later today, after I check the org store a bit later in the day, we're going to have to redo this flight, and I'll have to show you what I did at the beginning by using the ARC. So this ARC tool tells you what heading you need to be flying direct, and also which one you're tracking. So this magenta triangle is the heading it wants you to fly. This diamond is the heading you're flying. So you can tell right now we have about a 9 to 8 degree wind correction angle. Not quite 10, definitely not 10, so maybe 5 degree. And that's the track it wants us to follow. So when we were flying out of there, I had this set to 075. I didn't have it set to FMS mode, which meant that it was following the FMS flight plan and giving me when we were headed direct to it. So that's kind of what we used there to accomplish that. Now if I recall, I should be somewhere in the middle here. Hopefully not passing the Gulf Stream, but I could be. Oh yeah, I think we are passing the Gulf Stream. Gulf Stream's way the heck above us. This wing view, he's way up there. Like, there's no way we could see him. So all that we can do is really just look at the photo scenery and go, ooh, pretty. Right there's Palm Springs Aeroport. That's Bermuda Dunes. Palm Springs is right there. And there's our engine. Is this the updated version? No, I don't know when that's coming out. I think it might be coming out later. I'm really hoping it comes out later today. I don't know though. I haven't contacted them. I haven't talked to them in a really long time. But yes, new sounds on the Rotate MD80 today. Okay. Yeah, so I really look forward.
Central, we've got some force here. Tango declaring emergency. We lost one engine. Request you send.
Air Force here, Tango. Pilot Center, Roger. Descend and maintain level 280. That's as low as I can get you for now for traffic.
Hey, that's us. We're the traffic.
Initially 0 requesting final 18,000. So.
November Force here, Tango, Roger. What is your intention? To go back to John Wayne or something else?
Oh, look at how low he is. Thanks very much for the follow.
Running out of 14, level 230.
So, oh look, there's traffic down there. Those are B1s. I can tell you because we can see their strobe lights. I don't know what those are.
180.
Golf 66, 4 Sierra Tango in emergency, descending 18,000 and confirmation return to Santana, John Wayne.
No, I'm really hoping it comes out today. Like I'm really.
John Wayne for
I've read a lot of their forum posts, and I'm really on the hype train for this plane. Like I love this plane as it is now, and I think with the added features, it'll make it worth it. I mean, if you still count static wicks, on the airframe, that's kind of your own damn fault. But it is one of the best looking, feeling, and flying airliners that I have that has FMC. I just cannot speak highly enough of this plane. And the update will add even more to it. You know, they didn't market this as a study sim. When it came out, people were reviewing it as though it was a study sim. And it was just sad to see people tear this plane apart thinking, oh, this is a study sim. And it's like, no, ATS is the study sim. This one is just a regular MD80 kind of for you or me to fly. And now with this update, it should give it more features such as a hold page. You're going to see here we're going to have to request a hold in a couple seconds. It's pretty interesting. So we're going to do a call here in about a couple seconds here. We're going to have a hydraulics problem. Not that it's planned.
270, contact LA Center, 126.35.
What's up, 501 Aviator? How you doing?
Switching 265 on heading 270.
I don't know if it comes out today. I know that there are plans, they've added stuff, and I doubt, since they've added stuff today to their beta team, that it would come out today. I think it's just there's a big update that happened today. Yeah, it's probably not going to come out today. I think it's just general sound.
We're going to get you over to John Wayne. Are you ready for that?
Yes, sir. American 7854.
American 7854, turn left heading 350, Dr. John Wayne.
That's a left turn 350, American 7854. Turn to John Wayne.
Affirmative.
I would actually like to do a hold here.
Southwest 1554, we're going to get you over to John Wayne. Resume normal speed, turn left heading 310.
Alright, resume normal speed and left turn 310, Southwest 1554.
Now, I'll give you guys an option. We can hand fly a hold at 29 palms, or we can just kind of... The issue is...
7854, advisory copy new IFR clearance.
Give us like 2 minutes and we'll give you a call back, American 7854.
American 7854, Roger, turn left heading 280, when you will proceed to CBUMS. Charlie, India, Bravo, Uniform, Mike.
Left turn 280 one more time on that spelling for American 7854.
Southwest 1554, turn left heading 280, proceed direct CBUMS. Charlie, India, Bravo, Uniform, Mike.
Right turn, left turn 280, then Charlie Indio Bravo Uniform Mike, and we're ready to copy clearance for American 7854.
November 9 Michael, trim left heading 300, we're getting you over to John Wayne.
Left 300, 9 Mike Alpha.
American 7854, proceed to Sebum, clear to John Wayne Airport, direct Sebum, Kepler for arrival.
Alright, direct Sebum, Kepler for arrival. We're going to need a couple seconds to reprogram that in, so we're just going to stay on the heading for American 7854.
American 7854, trim left heading 260, when able, direct Sebum, Kepler for arrival. Senate pause, pressure maintain level 240.
Right down to 240, 260 on the heading, and Sebum when able, American 7854.
Southwest 1554, clear to John Wayne Airport, turn left heading 260, proceed to Sebum, Charlie, India, Bravo, Uniform Mike, Kepler for arrival.
Direct to...
Right, 264 on heading, direct Sebum, and the Kepler 4 arrival, Southwest 1554.
Uniform Mike. It's going to screw up everything.
Southwest 501, turn left heading 280, we're getting you over to John Wayne.
Left heading 280, Southwest 501.
This is going to be interesting.
November 8 Kilo Golf, we're also getting you to John Wayne, but it will be a couple minutes for you to turn in.
Sebum. Let's go ahead and go into the legs page.
Copy that, Kilo Golf.
Legs page. Route page. Delete. We've already flown this. We've already flown this. Direct Sebum. Next page. Delete. Delete.
Southwest 1554, descend at pause, pressure maintain level 240.
PD 240, Southwest 1554.
Delete. Alright, and then we have to go here, route, menu, legs, departure, route. Yeah.
American 7884, advise when you direct Sebum.
Direct Sebum for American 7854.
American 7854, contact LA Center 126.35.
2625, American 7854.
American 7854, 126.35.
2635, American 7835. Yeah, we're gonna have to navigate first. Arrival, Kefir 3. Darn. Come on, charts. Kefir 4 is what he told me. Kefir 4 didn't give me a transition, but we'll assume it is from Joliar. And we're probably going to take the ILS 20 right from Seal, actually not from Seal Beach, but it's too late. Route execute, legs, direct, here, here, execute. And Los Angeles American 7854, level 240.
American 7854, LA Center, Roger. Verify on the Kepler 4 arrival.
We're making the turn now. Just took us a couple seconds to reprogram that FMC for American 7854.
Roger.
Yeah, so that was the problem there, was there wasn't a lot of time for me to allot to programming the FMC, so I just had to go frequency change is going to have to wait for a second. We're just going to have to fly it off the track here. Let it go ahead. So once we had it tuned in, after we were direct Kibum, now we're turning back onto the arrival. And we're headed direct Pipple at the moment. So I had to look at the chart, quickly figure out where we were, where Kibum was, which is what we were at before, and now which transition that would be, right? Because if I pick transition up here, I could have picked this transition and then said direct Pipple, but I just wanted to figure out the transition that would kill him. And so really quickly we had to do a lot of things, and so things had to be dropped. Altitude, we would fly fine, but we needed to get that FMC back because I didn't know the reference heading.
1554 is level 330 with PD to 240.
Total 1554.
Just going to keep ourselves.
Out and maintain 14,000. John Wayne altimeter 3009.
Let's see if we can go VNAV
Right,
now.
09 or advance of 14,000, Southwest 1554.
VNAV descent, that's fine, because we're hard limiting it to 240, so it won't descend us. Because this
American
altitude...
7854 cross bands at and maintain 14,000, John Wayne altimeter 3009.
3009er bands 1414, American 7854.
Like 1814, flight level 240.
United 14, LA Center cross Graham at and maintain flight level 180.
180 Graham, United 14.
Don't look at the descent rate. I mean, we have a lot of speed, so this descent rate isn't quite as bad. Synchronous swimming. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, look at that. There you go. So you can see what we did.
Force Sierra Tango for now, turn right heading 040.
So you can see the issue for us right here. That's us. So you can see we had to fly through Sebrum as we had to reprogram that FMC.
Sorry, F6 Tango, was that for us?
Gulfstream Force Sierra Tango affirmative, turn right heading 060 now.
On heading 060 in Force Sierra Tango.
So we're hard limited at Pipple to 240, so we aren't going to start the descent until after Pipple, so let's advise LA Center of that. LA Center for American 7854, just to let you know we aren't going to start our descent down from 240 until after Pipple.
American 78 Roger.
Alright, so we're recalibrating ourselves back on the thing. The issue is what I should have done instead is find that heading we needed to fly and then just parallel it. Because us, by diverting via the heading, you can see we have this huge hiccup in the PE map. And hello, Living Food. Dude, long time no see, man. Nice to see you here. We're doing a little bit of PilotEdge flying for an interesting customer, I think, and it'll be cool to see why we're doing this. I've been left in the dark as to why we're doing this. Any reason for me to fly on PilotEdge, I'll go ahead and take the opportunity to do. And it's super cool that I'm doing this, I'll be honest with you. I feel super honored that I'm able to have time to do this. But we're doing this for a customer, and I'm kind of interested as to what it is, because we've all been left in the dark. We know what routes they're flying, we know what's going to happen. We know we want to fly along with them, but we don't know what the purpose is of this flight, if that makes sense. All that we know is that we're supposed to head to Phoenix, we go diverted, we head back to SNA, and then we do something else. But right here, the reason why I love this plane, I think we still have, no, we're fine. The reason why I love this plane is you saw what we were able to do. We were flying somewhere, we got direct a fix, I typed in that fix, even though it was off the airway. It computed what it needed to do to get us there, and then I plugged in the arrival, and now it's flying us down this arrival path. And our sim is still functional. The only issue was pilot error, because you had to wait for me to program it in, and I had to pull up a chart. I wasn't expecting the diversion, so in essence, that was an authentic flow of me trying to figure out how we were going to divert, because my original plan was to request a hold at 29 Palms, set up doing loops, and reprogram the FMC on the straight legs of the loop of the racetrack. So that was the game plan. Wow, there you go. There's some photo scenery while I catch up with the chat. This is the rotate sim, yeah. I'm not going to fly the ATS one. And unfortunately, I think we've hit a tile load. I don't know what this is, because we don't have it going the other way. You notice going the other way, it was utterly smooth, and I think that's because it's unloading everything.
Southwest 1554, SoCal advises there's a delay at John Wayne at the moment. I can either hold you at Palm Springs or give you delay vectors. What's better for you?
That wasn't for us. It's for somebody else.
Yeah, delay vectors might be better for Southwest 1554.
Southwest 1554. I'll keep the speed back for now, and I'll keep you apprised.
Alright, and we're getting ready to leave 330 right now for Southwest 1554.
Thank you. American 7854 saying I can either hold you at Palm Springs or delay vector. What's better for you?
We'd like to give the hold an attempt for American 7854.
American 7854, roger. For the Palm Springs VLR, hold east on your current inbound course, 10 mile legs. Expect further clearance 1845, time now 1832 and 1/2.
10 mile legs to the east, so that'd be right turns and then current inbound heading, and 10 mile legs, and we'll expect clearance in a bit. Well, and Los Angeles Center for American 7854, do you want us down at 14 or just to hold a certain altitude in this hold?
American 7854, heading flight level 230.
230 for American 7854. Alright. And once we get past Palm Springs, let's go ahead and grab a frequency for Palm Springs. I personally like being task saturated. I don't know about you guys. We're going to have to slow this plane down so we aren't doing like Mach 1.5 million. Speed select, please, not Mach. Go ahead and slow us down to about 250 in the hold.
No, completely too far up.
I did say we're going to be doing right-hand turns. Turns Palm Springs is 15.5. 15.5 inbound course of whatever our inbound course currently is.
Tell us 1554 to center maintain flight level 240.
Here.
And we're on the way down 240, currently Southwest 1554.
Thank you.
And that should be the flip at Palm Springs.
United 14 contact, SoCal approach 132.37.
3237 at 14.
And right turns, and we're going to go behind us. Which we can see the leading line of that, so we'll just set that behind us. And then there we go, 10 nautical mile legs.
140 Tango, turn right, heading 140.
Right, landing 140. Ghost in 40.
Hold this.
Ghost in 40 Tango, how are you doing with your engine out?
So sorry, currently we
he didn't give us much instruction there, he just told us hold east. And I think he meant right turns, so we're taking right turns.
To get down to John Wayne and
no, it's super capable. I mean, it's super stable. Since their most recent update, they're going to apparently have a new one.
It's Papa, India, Papa, Lima, Echo, then the Kefir 4 arrival.
Coming out pretty soon. So I'm kind of super hyped for that one.
Delta 4 Sierra Tango cleared to John Wayne via people. Papa, India, Papa, Lima, Echo, and Kefir 4 arrival.
Thank you. You'll find people on the Joel transition if it helps.
That's good. Thank you very much.
That's good. Yeah. Super handy. I wish we had gotten that. That would have been handy.
Caution 40, thanks. For now, fly present heading and just advise when you're ready for people.
Maintaining from 140, minding a road. I'll call you back ready. Thank you.
Alright, 10 nautical mile legs. VOR mode would be handy. We aren't getting any speed. Well, this is when we have to kind of use our logical part of our brain. We aren't getting any speed here. We apparently don't know the plane too well. I doubt we're within 1 nautical mile of it.
And Delta 4 Sierra able direct people from current position.
Let's go ahead and go back a previous page.
Gulfstream 4 Saratoga, thanks. Clear direct to Pipple, then join the Kefir 4 arrival.
We should be getting some distance off that.
Gulfstream 4 Saratoga.
Handy
Gulfstream
tool.
4 Saratoga, thanks. Cross Pipple at 280 knots.
We cross people at 280 knots.
It's 10 nautical miles right there. We're doing 10 nautical mile legs. I wish we could actually tune the heading correctly. That might be handy. There we go. So that's what we're doing.
15, Pipple looks like it's going to work out. Cross bands at a maintain 14,000.
Okay, so once we get a little bit before there, we're going to start this
Right,
turn.
bands 4,000, Southwest 1554.
Southwest 1554, speed to 280 or greater.
Alright, we'll give it 280, South 1554.
Alright, let's go ahead and start that turn inbound.
American 7084, descend and maintain flight level 200.
Got the 200 in the hold, American 7854. Yeah, so that's kind of a bummer. Let's take a note of where that VOR is at that point. It's at 225. So every time we get to 225, we'll start our inbound turn.
American 7884, cleared to the John Wayne Airport via Palm Springs, then the Kefir 4 arrival.
Palm Springs, Keffer 4 arrival, going to take us a couple minutes to reprogram that for American 7854.
American 7854, would you prefer direct bands? Would that work?
Looks like the only one we can do is direct Kilo Uniform Charlie Echo Romeo right now for American 7854. Which doesn't make much sense.
You broke up on this one. What was it again?
Kilo Uniform Golf Echo, correction, Kilo Uniform Charlie Echo Romeo for American 7854.
American 7854, then clear direct Kusur, and then join the Keffer 4 arrival.
Alright, direct Kusur, braver man than I to try that pronunciation, and then Keffer 4, American 7854. Alright. Direct to Kusur. And let's go. Exum acute. Go ahead and I think the next page should have our ILS from Seal Beach. Go ahead and delete that, and there we go. And now we'll put it in FM VNav and nav mode. And we were cleared, I think we're still at 2,000, so let's go ahead and confirm VNav. FMC is going to control the speed. We'll go ahead and set this to 250. Oh, guess not. Psych! Oh, you guys can't see a darn thing. Sorry. So we did direct Kusur. That's what we're doing right now. And I want to make sure that we're cleared down.
Standard Central, going Central Golf with you, level 240.
American 7854, increase speed to 280 or greater. Bung 7 Trek, Kilo Ballet San Rancho.
We should be in nav track, which will be the FMC. That's what that's showing
American
us.
7854, fire direct Kusur.
We have direct Kusur entered. We'll make sure for American 7854. Oh, we should be. Where are we going? That's not good.
Southwest 1554, say airspeed.
299, so that's 1554.
Southwest 1554, thanks. Increase speed to 300 or greater.
300 or greater, so that's 1554.
American 7854, in speed to 300 or greater.
300 or greater, American 7854. And just to confirm, you want us at flight level 200, we can go down to 15.
I'll have low for you in a moment.
200, so therefore let's keep it at transition. We'll go ahead and tune this. Oh, I think these are tied together. That's a bummer. Are they? If I deviate, yeah, that's unfortunate. What's this guy's?
7850% of maintain flight level 180.
That's flight level 180, American 7854. Yeah, all these are tied together. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, so I'm going to have to write that on the chart here, which is 3009. 3009. And that should be K for Keffer.
Southwest 1554, remind the next controller of your speed assignment. Contact SoCal approach 135.4.
All right, 135.4 and we'll gas. That's what's 1554.
Gulfstream 40 Tango reduce to 250.
250 knots, course here.
Gulfstream 40 Tango, and also cross bands and maintain 14,000. John and altimeter for you 2993.
2993 bands at 4,000, 40 Tango.
We are going fast.
PilotEdge.com 299.27.7.
Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to be honest with you, that's pretty.
.com 1099.
Kind of.
LS and Roger, cross bands and maintain 14,000.
Anyway.
John and altimeter 3009.
Cross bands at 1,000.com 299.
Let's see what we got here. I have a G500 at my 6, really.
Hello?
The 172 for everyone?
50% maintain 14,000.
Down to 14,000, American 7854. That didn't go well. Alright, 3009. Those lights will come on for visibility. Let's go ahead and check the PilotEdge map. So we flew in front of them and then they flew underneath us? Is that what I hear? That's us. That's them. They got 322 over the ground. We got 374. So we should have 50 knots over them. And we're going to have to keep our speed.
7854, attack SoCal approach 135.4.
354, American 7854. Alrighty, let's see what we got. I don't want it to change our speed at the moment. SoCal American 7854, 16 down to 14, greater than 300 indicated.
American 7854, SoCal approach. Good morning, March altimeter 3008. Resume normal speed, reaching 14,000 and descend via the Keffer for arrival.
Normal speed of 14 and then down via the Keffer for American 7854. Let's see, what's our next requirement here? 220. I don't like that requirement at all. Boom. Actually, we'll add a margin of error. No, we can't. We can't change it on the active. All right. You can also erase the change if you weren't happy with it. And down to 14. We'll be right back. Alright, now that we're down at 14, we aren't holding it because I didn't select always pull. Jeez, look at that descent rate. Alright, then this is going to go back down.
Los Angeles, that is November 6 is for Sierra Tango, descending 14,000 flat bands.
We have 10-6.
Number 664 Sierra Tango, SoCal approach. Good morning, John Wayne, altimeter 2993, descend via the Keffer for arrival.
Descending Keffer arrival onto 993.
Put out a little bit of brake.
For Sierra Tango.
Kind of helps slow us down a bit. That was sporty.
Number 664 Sierra Tango, correction on your descent instructions for spacing. Descend via the Keffer 4, arrival except cross 10 miles east of Keffer at 9,000.
Roger, sir, on Keffer 4, cross at 10 miles east of
You notice how they're doing offsets? That's just super interesting. Alright. Let's see what we got. Sorry. Reading some. Alright, so we're headed down Jaward, Keffer 8,000. Oh, I almost read that as 800 feet, and I was like, oh no. We got 30 miles to go down to 8,000 feet, 240 on the speed. We'll go ahead and we can up those. Right, they didn't catch it sooner. We can actually set you a bit higher. Oh, did I set 248 and it's holding 240, that'll work. Let's just check the PE, nothing exciting happening there because we're all focused on arrival, frame rate. Okay, it'll come back. It'll come back. We'll screw up spacing royally. I need to downgrade the mesh in the area of the tile that it just loaded. But we have a substantial lead and we're almost catching up with the Gulf Stream is almost catching up with us. So actually we didn't have a substantial lead for that frame rate hit there. Didn't think they implemented any envelope protection. No, they didn't. But you also have to realize at high speed, a high descent rate's okay. Like, you can descend at 2,000 feet per minute at 300 indicated, and it's not as uncomfortable as 1,000 feet per minute at 60 indicated, right? So it's... I don't think they have envelope protection at all, but I think that the logic that happened there for that descent rate wouldn't be an unbelievable descent rate. If you look at FlightAware, when you see a plane descending, in between the two reporting points, it'll tell you their relative descent rate or climb rate, and you will see 2,000, 3,000 feet a minute from time to time when they're on a descent down and out of here.
American 7854 for spacing 250 knots or better to Kefir.
250 or better to Kefir, American 78.
Approach Boeing 7352, descending to 54 for 14,000.
Number 738 Kilo SoCal approach, roger. March altimeter 3008.
Copy the altimeter 308.
The latency is too little. I need more stream latency so I can catch up with what he said. We can actually hold it at 10.
Kilo descend via the Kefir 4 arrival.
Yeah, let's hold it at 10 here for a second.
Descend via the Kefir 4 arrival, Kilogos.
That's selected. Let's go ahead and increase our speed. We can go a bit faster. We just have to keep it above 10. So
Southwest 1554, contact SoCal approach 128.1, good day.
1281 for the approach, Southwest 1554.
They're running 292, we're running 290, so we'll be okay. We're just going to fly it a bit high, because we can be at or above that, and then...
SoCal approach, we made you 5724 Juliet, 9,000.
We're just going to hold it here at a higher speed. Since they're going to descend below us and go lower, that means they're forced to go slower, so if we hold this for a little bit, we should be fine. Now we're doing 300, and they're doing 280. It's like they sped up. Like they were doing 270, we speed up, and now they're doing the same speed we are, but they're lower than we are, so... see what happens. Yeah, right? Because you're going so
American
slow.
7854, contact SoCal approach 128.1. Good morning.
181. Good morning, American 7854. SoCal approach, American 7854, 10,000 greater than 250 knots.
American 7854, SoCal approach. Roger. Flight present heading to maintain 6,000 vector ILS runway 20 right approach. Reduce speed to... actually, I can't reduce your speed yet, so you maintain your present airspeed.
Present airspeed, and was that a descent instruction for American 7854? And we're keeping present heading.
American 7854 for present heading, descend and maintain 6,000 vector ILS runway 20 right approach.
Alright, we'll keep the speed up down to 6 and current heading American 7854. So that was just to confirm that we understood we had a restriction. He waived our 250 under 10 restriction to get us to whatever we're at now. Now we're going to go speed hold, whatever our current speed setting is, which is 282, and we're going to go ahead and pull the power back. Do you use Thrustmaster? Yes, of course. That's the only joystick anyone should ever use. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pull the power back. Ty, this plane might sound a bit different than your airframe, but we all know why that is. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we're doing some flying for the Gulfstream folks. This has by far been the best flight I've done, because I got to reprogram the rotate FMC, and it worked. And we're on a vector, we're cleared above 270, above 250.
So plus 1550, flying 290, so maintain 5,000.
Below 10, cleared down to 6. So...
American 7854 speed to 180, and that's it, just for now, just the speed.
Alright, reduce speed 180, American 7854.
American 7854, you're looking level at 9,000, can you confirm that?
We're still descending on our end, and we just screwed up the heading, so one more time on the heading, and it was down to 180 on the speed for American 7854. Wrong dial. Wrong.
American 7854, it's just your heading is fine.
Alright, current heading 180 on the speed, American 7854. Alright, this is going to be complicated. Let's go ahead and reduce some drag out. is vertical speed, he says.
Southwest 1554 to 4,000.
1,000 feet per
Southwest
minute.
54.
Power's coming back. We should get some drag on the airframe. That's what I should have done. And he said 180 is where he wanted us, so let's go ahead and bug that so we don't forget. And let's catch up on chat here while we have the autopilote doing its business. Thanks for the follow.
SoCal approach number 324 for Yankee. We'll be requesting vectors to the ILS.
I need to
for
find
24.
out which. From what I understand, it's an actual cockpit. From what I understand. What is she saying? Oh, I won't be streaming on Saturday. I knew you were a bit of a fibber. Yeah, well, the thing was, I decided to do this flight. I woke up early enough to partake in the flight. And then I was sitting there going, well, John's not flying on PilotEdge anymore for the Gulfstream event, so I figured I would partake. So the reason why we have power in is just to keep the air flowing through the system, and we're going to use speed brakes to kind of help us reduce speed, because he wanted us down at 180.
3244 Yankee contact SoCal approach 119.6.
Definitely more than I've had to do while flying an airliner on PilotEdge, so that's why this is kind of cool. 1,000 feet per minute minimum. I think it's 500 for IFR stuff, so we're doing fine as far as that. We're going to keep
Southwest 1554, 3 miles from Snake, lighting 170, maintain 3,000 until established low clouds, clear ILS runway 20 right approach.
Right, exactly.
170, 3,000.
As you said, True Flight. Nice to see you,
right,
Castrator.
Southwest 1554.
Thanks for making an appearance in a non-GSA stream. I know it's going to become out of the norm, but I appreciate you stopping by. Who knows? Maybe if he expands the viewer amount. If he would ever be so kind. So taking a look at the PE map, let's see what we got. We got people running all over the dang place. You have us going out here into the Doonies. We got the southwest plane back on an intercept course. We have the Gulfstream behind us, somewhere else.
SoCal Applicate Alpha Male, just over Newport Beach offshore.
Gulfstream's doing some
John Wayne with the weather.
This guy is apparently a real life
54 330,
pilot.
and maintain 5,000.
The reason why I say that is because he used a reporting
American
point.
7854 heading 330 to maintain 5,000.
330 5,000 now, American 7854. I thought that was for us. You know that moment when you're like, that sounds like he's calling us. And then you just go, nah, because someone else just called. But no, it was for us. It was really for us. Hello! This is, yes, this is the Rotate MD80. That is the PE map. So, we're just taking a look at what's happening on PilotEdge.
260 to maintain 6,000, vector ILS runway 20 right approach.
260 on the heading,
Alright,
6,000, expect vector ILS 20 right approach, 8 kg.
ILS 20 right, that's what we're going to be getting, that's what he told us to expect. Look, there we are. Now, interestingly enough, are we going to get breadcrumbs on this? I really hope not, because we aren't at approach altitude. So I kind of hope it doesn't give us breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are
313 November, speed 180.
this.
180 is what they're in there.
So you can see our flying.
Alright, Kilo Golf, traffic clock, 3 miles southbound, altitude in case 7,300 type and all.
This is us. We're going to be flying over Disneyland. Look, Disneyland.
South 1554, contact Jelly Tower 126.8.
SoCal approach 135.4.
Alright, going to the tower, Southwest 54. Thank you, sir.
Get it back to 180. Vertical speed.
For the traffic inside.
I just forgot to check speed on that. So you can see our general flight path. We came up here, we did one weird hold, and then we got cleared direct to a waypoint on our arrival, and that's what we're seeing here. We can go over this detail here in a second. Feels like we're climbing.
American 7854, fly heading 020, vector 5.
Vector 020, vector for the ILS, American 7854. I don't know why I keep doing that to my voice. Like, you normally don't hear my voice like that, but then when I go on to PE, you'll hear me just go...
Alright, Kilo Golf, confirm you're flying heading 260 present.
Oh no, Ty, you caught me. We wanted to make sure the engine was started, the APU's been on the whole time. Oh dear.
255 on the heading 8.
Shh, Ty, you shouldn't notice these things. No one else did. No one else did. You're the only one who notices these things. Dang it. Ty, you shouldn't be paying attention. Don't look at the overhead panel. This isn't one of those realistic flights you see on Twitch. This is we're doing something for the company.
American 7854 flighting 60.
060 now, American 7854.
3, sir. American 7854. The traffic ahead of you just had a frame rate dump there. He's 11 o'clock, 2 miles, same direction, eclipse at 5,000.
030 will look for the frame dump. American 7854, negative traffic.
American 7854, you keep missing heading. Just try now. American 7854 flighting 050.
Alright, now we're going 050, American 7854.
Eclipse 313, number flighting 360.
I'm so confused. We do that. There you go. Yeah, I haven't seen him stream in a while, but thanks for catching that, Ty. Since you're now our in-house rotate MD80 expert, I appreciate it. Dude, my plane's not busted. Alright, we may have lost a couple static wicks, but it's fine. That's not the right view. What is up with our altitude? Alright, hold on. We can't fly this plane. Alright, there we go. That was the problem. Good thing I caught that, right? So, we may have lost a couple static wicks in the process of the flight, but overall, I would say it's a good flight. Ty, you're catching me, man. You got me on my toes now. Yeah, you happen to be flying this plane right now. What do you do with clouds? These are still stock clouds.
Approach.com 299's 8,210 knots.
These are actually just stock, Miss Co-Pilot. I have the link opened in my Logan opened in my iPhone, but I haven't actually done anything with it.
Roger, expect that. Continue now.
American 7854, to maintain 3,000.
3,000, American 7854. Alright. So this was me drawing 10 nautical mile legs-ish, so I'd know when to start the turn. That's what that was.
To maintain 3,000.
Up here? That's why that was there for a hold. Right now we're being vectored about down to 3. We just gotta trust the PilotEdge controllers. It's key. I don't know where we're going, but we're trusting. Down to 3,000, he says. IAS descent. I keep forgetting how to fly this plane. Just go ahead and pull back the power. Plane should start descending.
7854, turn right, heading 170, join localizer.
Right turn 170, and that's for the localizer, American 7854. Alright, localizer frequency, just so that way we have it, is 1175. We don't need the FMC when we can do it off navigation radios. Since that's what I tend to be better at. Inbound course, although it doesn't really matter, is 196.
Turn right, heading 280, descend and maintain 6,000.
Now a lot of people are hashtag triggered because of that one. 196.
Right, turn 280 to 6,000.
Give me the arc. And 170. I'm gonna go ahead and put you into loc mode. Keep the turn going because we got flown through.
American 7884, 6 from Lemon, cleared ILS runway 20 right approach.
6 from Lemon, cleared for the ILS, 20 right approach, American 7854. Alright, so we have to get down to 2,200 via cleared for...
SoCal approach, Siphon 699, Mike Golf, 8,000.
My book, that means that we can descend down.
5,000 now,
granted, I would like some distance here.
Signal Mike Golf, SoCal approach.
Roger. Ty, I don't know if your plane does this, but I need distance here, here, or here. Because the issue is, I have no distance, so I can't do any of these fixes unless I go to map and draw all the damn fixes. And then we go. Zoom in, we take a look, we go, where's our airplane? Yeah, because I literally can't fly this unless I have those fixes. Power's coming back. I wouldn't be concerned about landing here right now.
SoCal approach for 978 Alpha
I mean,
Romeo.
we can
Just up
cheat
ashore
and
from Laguna
use
Beach and,
this,
with the weather
but
on
there's
1000.
something missing there. So, at Boki...
I heard everything. Call sign there, so again, call sign
Boki 280.
Remember 978 for Romeo.
Let's go ahead and tune the tower in here. Interesting when it started our track. I think once we got to that altitude of 3,500 or above.
Alpha Romeo, thanks. You want a VFR squawk code? Sorry, a VFR
Tower
code or discrete code?
26.8. We'll let this thing do what it wants
I could
to.
go V if I'm inbound to John Wayne. If able, I could take any runway. I've got the weather there for Victory 8 Alpha Romeo.
Okay, are you squawking VFR or a discrete code right now?
Or VFR right now.
26.8 down to 2,002.
978 Romeo, correct?
And then 2,002. Oh, this is going to be dicey.
November 8 Kilo. Turn right heading 120.
Right heading 120,
.com 1099. It's going to be vector through load lines of fuel descent to 7 4,000.
4,000.com 1099.
Problems.
November 978 Alpha Romeo. Someone has you tagged up for some reason. I can't assign you the code. Can you ident?
We'll go 8 Alpha Romeo.
It's good and sporty.
Citation Dynamite Golf, turn right, heading 310, and descend to maintain 5,000 vectors for your descent.
Right, heading 310 down to 5,000 vectors. Dynamite Golf.
SoCal, so just 501 level 8,000 with the John Wayne weather.
Southwest 501, SoCal approach. Thanks, expect the ILS runway 20 right approach.
Southwest 501, roger.
Boneet Kilo Golf is 8 from Lemon, fly heading 160, maintain 3,000 till established on localized and cleared ILS runway 20 right approach.
Heading 160 to localize and maintain 3,000 established Kilo Golf, cleared for the ILS 20 right approach.
Yeah, there's no way. Just wasn't ready for that approach. Let's go ahead and start climbing. And SoCal American 7854 going missed.
American 7854, contact tower 126.8.
We're going missed, American 7854.
American 7854, okay, in that case remains frequency, execute the missed approach as published, I'll let the tower.
Missed approach is published 7854. Alright, 3,000, SNA, 196 radial. Go ahead and
Citation Dynamic Golf, expect a vector through localizer for your descent, for the descent.
So we just weren't set up, and I was sitting here manipulating the autopilot going, hopefully it'll work.
8 Alpha Romeo, got it all squared away, squawk 0301.
Gear.
0301, 8 Alpha.
.com 1099, right heading 090.
Right turn 090.
We also need SNA.
American 7854, right heading 330.
Right 330, American 7890, 7854.
American 7884, turn right heading 330.
Yeah, seems frozen. Right turn 330, American 7854. Right turn 330, American 7854, sorry about that.
American 7854, I think it's on each other, verifying a right turn to 350.
Right turn 350, American 7854, and up to 4,000, actually correction down to 3,000.
Southwest 501, flight heading 260, the speed vector through the localizer for sequencing at this point, descend and maintain 6,000.
260 on the heading 1,000, the altitude is plus 501.
Alright, hold on. Take a second. We'll just rely on the autopilot here because we're a little task saturated. Autopilot, heading, and altitude.
February Alpha Romeo is contact 5 miles south of the John Wayne Airport. You wanted to go to John Wayne, correct?
Jesus.
A for 8 Alpha.
Yeah, so the dicey thing was we were way too high, and we didn't have any distance.
Start a left turn and plan for a left downwind from runway 20 right.
Okay, left turn left on runway 20 right.
Because we just couldn't get there. We didn't have any distance, and so I was following our vertical needle going, are we going to make it? Playing with the autopilot so we would have a good intercept, and it just didn't work out. in accordance to the plan. Go ahead and set speed here.
Right, Kilo Golf, contact 126.8.
To 200, unless otherwise advised.
.com 1099 for 160 to localizer.
160 to localizer, .com 1099.
I hope we can
Citation
only hope.
9 out,
No, we
turn
can't.
right, heading 130.
We literally
Right,
can't.
130, 9 above.
Citation 9 Mike Golf, maintain 4,000.
Down to 4, 9 might go.
.com 1099 is 8 from 11.
Yeah, you're right. That's why we're getting that
maintain
horn.
3,000 till established on localizer, cleared ILS runway 20 right approach.
I know you can't see anything. I'm sorry.
Till cleared
I'm
ILS
sorry.
20
It was full
right
IFR
approach,
for you
.com
guys.
Victory
I got
Alpha
super
Romeo,
TAS
10,
saturated,
6.8.
and there was no way. There was no way that was going to happen. Let's go ahead and head back here. No, there's sim freeze? No, I just don't have power.
.com 1099, maintain 180 and auto greater to lemon.
180 or greater to limit, .com 1099.
Oh, man. Sorry. Whew. Sorry. Sorry about that. It happens, though. I mean, I was focused on flying the plane, and the scene you guys were on wasn't super important at the moment, so...
Citation 9 Mike Golf is at 9 miles from Lemon, fly heading 160, maintain 3,000 till established on localizer, clear ILS runway 20 right approach.
No, we're fine.
Heading 160 will maintain.
You guys just couldn't see anything. We're out on a vector here.
Citation 9 Mike Golf, reduce speed to 180.
Now he's going to have to resequence us. Let's take a look at what that looked like on the PE map.
4, turn right, heading 020.
Right turn 020, 7854.
American 7854, maintain 210 and auto greater.
210 greater, American 7854.
Southwest 501, maintain 4,000.
So maintain 4,000.
Now this plane can go fast.
1099, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8 at Lemon.
Here is
Lemon,
the PE track.
.com 1099 verify, I did give you the approach clearance.
You can see what we did before. This is our previous path, up, over, and then back with the small overshoot. And then this is us on the mist. You can see he's setting us up in the same pattern. It's super cool to see them doing this because the guy who normally controls SoCal did the same exact thing. And it's super cool to just see us doing the same thing that he did.
Southwest 501,
no,
2 o'clock, 3 miles.
Part of the super simulation McThingies.
I have the traffic, so it's 501.
Thank you.
Now let's go ahead and get this plane actually lit up like we're going to be landing. Although I didn't get landing clearance yet. So once we're tuned for the approach, we'll try and remember to do that. Oh man, this has been super stressful. Let's just sit back and enjoy a little bit of a wing view. Holy mackerel.
Southwest 50, increase speed to 210, turn right heading 360.
Right 360 and increase speed to 200 knots, Southwest 501.
Southwest 501, pick at your 2 to 3 o'clock, half mile westbound altitude indicates 4,500. Lovely, I know.
And I can't see him, it's 501.
Southwest 501, thanks, down to 4,000.
Expediting.
It's a whole 300 feet. American 78 feet, will turn right heading 120.
Right turn 120, American 7854. Oh, now we're just absolutely full suit. Full clam chowder. Right, 120. Alright, let's go ahead and head back to the chart. Make sure you guys are on the sim. Everything's good. And we're being cycled back around. That's some weird goofiness because that's not the view we were on, so then it just went back.
1099, call tower 126.8.
Here we go. There's a mountain right in front of us, cumulus granitus. Kind of dangerous.
.com 1099, back tower 128.6. Correction, 126.8, com 1099.
And we should start to see movement.
Citation 9 Mike Golf, back tower 126.8.
Over to tower, citation.
American 7851, turn right heading 170, John, localizer.
170 localizer, American 78, American 78.
Southwest 50, descend and maintain 3000.
Whoa.
So maintain
Actually,
3,000,
we'll take it at
3,000
3,000 feet.
717, account approach, hello.
It's loading a
Turn
CSL,
right,
that's what's
heading
causing this.
280, descend and maintain 7,000 vectors.
That's what it is.
approach.
Someone's in a 320, and that's what's causing this. I need to get
was
rid
that
of
the
that.
Delta 717?
Delta 717, affirm.
Oh, Delta
717, 280,000
717!
vectors, 20 right ILS.
We know who that is.
American 784 is 5 from Lemon, maintain 3000 till established on localizer, cleared ILS, runway 20 right approach.
3,000 till established, cleared ILS, 20 right approach for American 7854.
Southwest 501 and right heading 120.
Right, heading
Oh
120,
my.
Southwest 501.
Oh dear. It's everyone's here. You got Ty, you got myself, although no one cares. You got Chris, you got Keith. It's a right old party. Excellent vector by Keith, though. And then we should capture the ILS once that needle comes in.
And 5,000.
And we can start to slow down.
17.
Because we can actually drop, how much flaps is that? Full leading edge flaps and 15 degrees of flaps right now. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll see our power increase. Go ahead and dump gear. Because gear can be dumped at 300 speed. It'll capture that. And then we'll start to slow us down here to about 180 until short final. And now we're falling out of the sky. That's fine.
American 7854 reached the final approach speed, contact John Wayne Tower 96.8.
Final approach speed and tower 26.8, American 7854.
Southwest 501, 8 from Lemon, fly heading 1.
We'll go full flaps.
.com 10 right now, that's the parking today.
Oh, look at this. This
Working,
is
Doc on
remarkable.
to the-
This is something you don't see. There's a plane. We'll keep about 150 on the speed. John Wayne Tower, American 7854, ILS 20. Minimums, 1040.
7054, John Wayne Tower, preceded by a citation, 2 mile final runway 20, right number 2, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land, American 7855. Correction, 7854. Go ahead and take this to, what is our limit? 255. 225 on the ILS, regardless of the category. Now, we aren't going to need that, but should we need it, you can see here, ILS 20 right, assuming we aren't doing any circling, is 255 for regular, and then 200 if we're high performance, but we'll just take 255 because we literally can't see anything. This plane is just gorgeous. Full flaps. We're just going to let it take it all the way almost to minimums because there's no point in me screwing it up by hand flying it. Gears down, lights are on. Lights are extended and on, and we look something like this. Can't see anything. There we go. We look something like that. It's just a beautiful airplane we just broke out. We'll go ahead and give them a call and let them know when we broke out. John Wayne Tower, American 7854 broke at about 1,500.
American 754, roger.
Autopilot. Alright. And auto throttle will stay on for a little bit. You can tell the plane's very nicely trimmed.
Jet 313 November, zip 20 right ready.
Yeah, 313 November, tower, hold short on my 20 right traffic on file.
Oh.
Short 20 right traffic.
Alright, we'll take it off here. And plane is our speed. Go ahead and set power to about that
Mike
power.
Golf, taxiing, good day.
To parking for Mike.
That's armed. Auto brake isn't. Checklists, not important. We remember things, hopefully. And we're now visual conditions.
John Wayne Tower, Southwest 501, just shy of Lima, ILS 20 right.
Not another go around,
Southwest
Kiwi.
501,
Why, you
20
little
clear
faith.
land.
We got this.
Clear land 20 right, west 501.
Southwest 501, cancel clearance, traffic will be departing prior to Robin.
Okay, cancel landing clearance 501.
there's the citation jet, looking like a Cessna.
Sync right, sync right, sync right.
Naive little fight.
November 313, November 8, 4 mile final. Runway 20 right at keel, line up and wait, be ready to go.
That was sporty. It's unintended.
Line up and wait 0 right, be ready to go, sir. Shit, 1 through November.
What did I hit? It wasn't a great landing by any means, but hey, we made it.
Dunway Tower Delta 717 now, you're right.
American 7854, exit parking.
784, we're going to be taking Echo to the terminal, or Echo Alpha to the terminal, American 7854. I don't care what you
November
want.
1 pre-November, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 20 right for November.
Delta 717, lane turn proceed by 737, 3 mile final, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Wrong light.
Getting a 10 knot overtake.
Okay, clear to land 20 right, we got like a sight, and we're already final approach speed Delta 717.
Southwest 501, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 20 right, get the speed up for 2 seconds.
Coming tower for American 7854, just confirm we can continue taxi to terminal, exited Echo.
American 784, affirmative.
Butt lab. Stabilizer.
Oh, that's sporty. Oh, we'll get to see the rotate soon.
Let's go to LA Airport.
MD80 CSL.
175 radar vectors.
Oh boy. That might have been what caused it, was when Ty loaded it. Go ahead and relax power here so you don't go careening into that plane. Go ahead and head over here. Look at this separation. Ty's going to have to go around. I'm calling it. 2020, Ty's going around. Okay. Congratulations, Zolzo. I'm very happy for you. Glad you enjoy it. Hopefully your girlfriend does equally. Look at that, just butter. And there's Ty. Let's keep rolling.
Butt lab. Lab. Stabilizer. Butt lab. Lab.
Yeah, she can calm down.
Stabilizer.
Yeah. So that's our takeoff config warning that's going in the McDoodle. And we really don't need to hear Betty doing that. We weren't really gentle with that landing, I'm sorry.
Prior departures, 071 through November.
What is this? It's like a CSL party here. Hello.
Southwest 501, taxi to parking the Alpha, see ya. Thanks for the help.
Parking the Alpha will stick to you, Southwest 501, nice work.
Wow, I didn't get thanks for the help. I guess because I wasn't much of a help. What is that? Oh, there's the 727. Aha. I was like, what plane is this? And go ahead and add some gumption. Oh, there goes Ty. Falling out of the sky. Oh, you look a little slow there, buddy. You're about to pull a Air New Zealand. Take a look-sees. Look at it. Easy. 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 Oh, butter. Oh, there we go, careening off the taxiway. Let's go ahead and turn here. Make it look intentional. Oh, he raised his hands. That must be where we're going. We'll blind him for a little bit. Oh, he's unhappy. That's fine. Like the rest of our passengers, they're very unhappy. We'll go ahead and leave the engines running for an insanely long amount of time. Uh-oh. Mr. Stewart. Mr. Stewart. You've left your spoilers out, Mr. Stewart. 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 Okay. Let's go ahead and head over here. There's Ty, look at that. Rolled in his landing lights. He's on the taxi. Will he give us a little
Tower
flight
Delta
control
717
wave?
Echo.
There we go.
17 taxi to get there.
Taxi parking, John 717, we'll see you.
Wow, he got a good job too. I didn't get shit. They didn't like me flying. Alright, so as you can see, kind of for just the fallacy of having a cabin, this plane has a cabin. The ironic part is it doesn't have a cockpit. But you can see some of the beautiful texturing in the default Rotate MD80 livery here. As Ty gives us a little taxi by. Look at that. Look at the wing. You can see right through it. Is that your boy Stuart? Or this MD80? What are you talking about? This is very far out of context for having a 1 to 2 second stream delay. So, there you go. That was a quick flight in the Rotate MD80. Let's go ahead and turn this thing off. We'll go ahead and start the APU, which was on for most of the flight. APU has low oil pressure. Not my problem. What is my problem is I never gave the packs any air, so it must be a little stuffy back there. Interestingly enough, we got no cabin out warning. I'll tell you, I'm a good pilot. The MD80, this I didn't make, but I converted this into an online CSL model. So what an online CSL model is it's a representation of an airframe that you see flying. So this one I did, this one I did, this one I did, and I added this livery, or I added liveries to this CSL. So I've converted aircraft into online models, and I just need to get permission to drop them publicly. Like this one, I believe Rotate gave me permission to do, but I was doing another thing for Rotate, which was their Smart Copilot profile, and I'm not sure if they recall giving me permission to do this, so I'm not sure if I can release that. This one I have full permission to release from Jack. The only issue is it's this one Pan Am livery. And this one I have actually full permission to release. I just need to send to Keith. There's a weird landing gear issue, which I need to fix, come to think of it. But there you go. Alright, so that was what we got there. Clearly Ty does not have GPD 500 scenery. We just had a little airline merger between SAS and the Rotate MD80. But yeah, that was pretty much a quick flight. We might go do some more flying, but I don't think we're going to do any more streaming of the flying. I mean, doesn't that... Now, it would just be sad if I sat here like this, right, with the camera like this and continued to talk to you guys about the flight. That'd just be a big bummer. But anyway, I think it was a pretty successful flight. I think we accomplished a lot. We learned a lot more. I learned how stable that FMC is and how unstable I am when I'm relying on the autopilot to fly an approach for me if I am lagging behind the plane. Because the MD80 autopilot has a lot of quirks to it. We take a look, you know, the speed quirks, the altitude restriction quirks, everything that's there is a little bit different than your standard Boeing or even your Airbus. And that kind of made flying a bit difficult. So... That's, I think that's all we got. So I'll leave it here. Oh look, there's a random plane. No, the EVIC disconnected, and the SAS plane went there. Scumbag, as Squirrel says. I think Squirrel's doing some flying. I might push you guys that way. Oh, there they go. Holy moly. They're going at the speed of sound. Where are they going? They got Alpha? So normally if you're a GA guy, they give you this one. So I'm not really sure what this plane's doing. Where are you going? Where are you going? Hey. Hey. Hey, we're looking at your exhaust port. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll close it out here. Yeah, it comes to devs allowing them. That's kind of the big problem there. Alright, so guys, that'll do it for me as always on Flight SciTech. As always, insert a good outro here. Catch you guys on the flip side. And I had a lot of fun flying this one. A lot of learning happened. It's back to the regular enjoying flight simulation streams. We can talk about that. We can talk about that in another stream, but this was definitely fun and more enjoyable than a stream I've done in a long while. So as always, catch you guys later. Let the music play us out, and of course there won't be any music, but that's just part of the awkwardness of a Flight SciTech stream. And you guys have a good one. See you later. Wait, he said there'd be... Oh, there's the music. This is a real picture, by the way. And that just shows you how good the rotate sim is. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep flying the rotate sim for a good 2 hours now. I might come back and stream, but it's getting close to food time, and I like food. So I'll catch you guys later.